everyone does not mind their business. Everyone is not mature. So if you're a mature person and you mind your business, you have to realize that everybody does not deserve your full undivided attention. And for the negative Nancy's, you should start, because you're going to destroy yourself and you're going to come to your own demise. As your favorite mental health specialist, everyone is allowed to think and do as they please. The issue is when people feel entitled into your life or feel like they are important or that they hold some type of substance and value when they don't. Relationships have to be mutual. People cannot force themselves into your life and tell you how to live your life or to do what works for you. If it's not for you, it doesn't have to. People are allowed to have opinions, views, and beliefs that make sense to them. If you don't want to accept them, if you don't want to agree with them, you don't have to. But to argue, to go against, to challenge people who did nothing to you doesn't change how they feel, doesn't change their experience. And just because you're not able to relate to them or understand them doesn't mean that what they're saying is invalid. So if you're not able to be emotionally intelligent and accept people's differences and agree to disagree or learn perspective and not react, to respond instead of listening to understand, don't waste your time and energy. If people don't like what I'm saying, they don't have to, but to feel entitled or to say if you didn't want people to feel some type of way about you, you shouldn't do this or you shouldn't post things on the internet. Why do you feel entitled to strangers? You're psychotic. And as your favorite mental health specialist, it needs to be said. It is problematic to argue with people who you say you don't like. It is chaotic and psychotic of you to keep up with people who are not hurting you and harming you or causing harm to themselves and others. And like I said, you mentally are not at peace, and people who are at peace are not going to dim their light or make you feel comfortable. If you need help, make sure you book a session and a service at my website at TyGuidance.summer.com. I'll put it in the description, or seek online therapy and seek some type of mental help. Okay? But everyone's not going to mind their business. For those of you who do, continue to drink your water and live your best life. And for those of you who don't, you need help. Love you, bye. Because what you focus on grows. Like if it's not a mutual connection or mutual conversation, like where you guys are conversing, arguing and going back and forth, it's unnecessary. What's the real purpose? What are your intentions? What's the motive? If it's not to educate, inform, or entertain, or it's not compatible with you, it doesn't have to. And people don't have to adjust themselves to make you feel comfortable. They said what they said, they did what they did. And if you genuinely wanted to get to know them, you're not going to mistreat them or disrespect or overstep their boundaries. If people want to call you names and say you're stuck up and you're full of yourself, that's fine. They're not for you. And nobody who genuinely knows you, nobody who's genuinely meant to have access to you and wants you to do well is going to try to challenge you, go against you in a negative way. This is for negative energy. So if you have questions, comments, and concerns about transmuting positive energy into negative energy, if you're trying to transmute negative energy into positive energy, make sure you like, share, comment, and let me know what you think.